and outside heel hooks today in a little bit more detail, right? We talked about the strength in some good detail, and I know we did bring up the heel hook and we did a couple finishes, but we're going to work both inside and outside and talk about the difference real quick. So as we make our transition to cross-ashi, right, we're gonna fall. So before we fall, let's understand that I'm sitting up squared right here, right? So this gives me more access to his leg, right? In a perfect world, I would trap his leg, right? But for today, I'm just explaining braking mechanics. So we're just gonna focus on this leg. We're not gonna trap this leg right away. We're gonna talk about which direction I fall. And the direction is either way, realistically. There's pros and cons to both, right? I can fall to my left side, which gives me great heel exposure, right? But it also gives him a potential to hand fight with me and close the distance and be in the wing, right? Whereas if I fall to my right hip, now it's a little bit harder to find the heel. I have to dig for it more, but it's a little bit harder for him to reach it, right? And either way, we're going to be achieving an inside heel hook, right? So when I get to this position, the first direction we're gonna fall is towards his head. Boom. My secondary hand is coming to trap the Achilles. I'm feeding the toes into my armpit. Now, one thing I noticed last night when I was teaching you guys, I feel like the heel hook name itself, heel hook, misguides a lot of people in their goal. They start like trying to hook the heel with their wrist and they can't find it. Like he's hiding his toes, right? I'm like searching for it and I just can't get it, right? So the name I think throws people off. What I really want to do is smash his toes with my armpit, right? So if I can't reach his heel, right, with my wristwatch, I'm gonna smash the toes down. Look how the heel comes to me. Even if he hides his heel, go ahead, hide the heel, right? From here, as I start to smash, it exposes the heel, right? And now I want to put the wristwatch of my wrist underneath his heel. Notice how I choke it up high too. I don't want it low, right? I'm gonna bring my wrist up high, my shoulder up high, right? And then my wristwatch is hiding under, my wristwatch is hiding under his heel. My elbow is outside. Now watch this, I'm gonna bring my elbow to my hip. And I can eventually achieve the heel hook with one hand, right? So understand what's happening here. I'm getting the wristwatch under the heel and I'm bringing the elbow down. If I bring the elbow down and the wristwatch slides, nothing happens. If I bring the wristwatch up and the elbow up, nothing happens. But when I bring the wristwatch up and the elbow down to my hip, there's the tip with the top is zero squeeze, right? Now I'm gonna lock up my palm to palm grip. I can rock my wrist and I can bring that elbow in. Again, a tap with very minimal squeeze. And now if we remember our braking mechanics from before, right? I'm gonna try to get to this elbow and get here without removing the wristwatch. I'll never make this happen without breaking my opponent's foot. So be very careful. As I'm here, I'm slowly bringing that left elbow, right? So I have the right elbow going down to my hip, the left elbow trying to get down to the mat. So it's boom, boom. Eventually I'm gonna get here. And then the last detail, does anybody remember?
Yes.
Yes, right? So I've got a triangle, I plant my foot onto the mat, and now I can bump my hips and straighten my my leg, or straighten his leg here, right? Now I wanna add all three, right? Elbow down, elbow down, elbow left. I look over the shoulder and I bump the hips, right? It should take minimal effort to hit this heel hook on this side. Notice, inside heel hook, his leg is turning this way. I'm hitting the inside ligament of his knee, right? These guys here are gonna get damaged. If he didn't wear spats, you can actually see the tension develop on, maybe even with the spats. Yeah, you can see the tension develop on the knee, right? And that's where the damage is gonna happen. You do the braking mechanic correctly, it will damage the toes as well, right? And you'll see that in other positions a lot more effectively when we lay on the leg. So what I'm gonna have you guys do real quick, we're practicing the inside heel hook from cross-ashi. So I start in straight or wherever I'm starting. I make my way to cross-ashi. I fall towards his head. I expose and smash the toes to get the heel. And then I add all of my finishing details here, including the hip hook. Got it? Let's give that a shot, guys.